Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be introducing my 2021 no buy. So last year I really wanted to do a no buy. I started off great. I wasn't buying extra stuff. I was following all my rules. Then lockdown hit and I was still doing pretty well. And then probably a month or so into lockdown, I completely fell off the wagon. I was just buying things and racking up credit card debt and getting takeout and just, you know, all these different things, all with like this notion like, oh, I'm helping small business. Oh, I'm helping the economy. Girl, no, you weren't. It was basically just emotional spending. It was impulse purchasing because I think we all just needed something to make us feel better. And I used spending money to do that. So I was super frustrated with myself, just looking back at everything that I did purchase, and a lot of it I'm just like, this was so unnecessary. Some of it I'm like, okay, yes, like I got this camera this year, half of it was a birthday present and I paid for the other half. I got AirPods this year, which I use daily, but I also got a bunch of other stuff that like I didn't need. Honestly, like my skincare fridge is such a frivolous purchase, but I do love it a lot. I bought books, like tons and tons of books. I bought makeup, I bought clothes, I bought stuff. And then I moved into a new place and I did need certain things, but then I also purchased things that I didn't really need. I don't regret most of what I purchased for my space. Like I have an ottoman and like a little bench, a new TV, things like that. A dresser, I did need the dresser. But some of it a lot of it I don't regret, but some of it I'm just like, this was so unnecessary. So this year I'm gonna try again. And this year I'm hoping to do better. I think seeing me go from, looking back and seeing me go from like really dedicated and really on it to like completely screwing it up, like, and just being the complete opposite of what I wanted to do last year is a very good lens to see this year from. I'm able to be like, okay, we're gonna be a little bit harsher on yourself. So, in this video, I'm just going to lay out my rules for my no buy, and I don't have tips or anything. I obviously failed last year, so comment down below your tips if you have any. I would really like to know. In this video, I'll just share what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be tweaking my no buy and my rules so that I hopefully don't completely fall off the wagon. We'll see, let's hope. So really what it comes down to is no frivolous spending. I have a lot of books, I have a lot of makeup, I have a lot of skincare, I have a lot of clothes that I don't need. So my biggest goal for the year is to stop bringing in more of those things. I would ideally also like to get rid of a lot of my excess, you know, work through what I have, declutter, things like that. You'll be seeing some decluttering videos coming up here shortly, but I just would really like to stop bringing in more. I am like an organized hoarder in some cases. I really don't like clutter in my house. I don't like to feel cluttered, but I'm also very good at organizing in a way that it doesn't feel that cluttered unless you look closely or if I know what I have. So while it is organized, it's still a lot of stuff. I'm just not going to be spending my money on things that I don't need. My rules are fairly simple. I'm not going to allow myself to buy beauty or skincare or makeup products unless I use up everything that I already own in that category, which is impossible in a lot of the categories. I'm never going to use up all of my eye palettes. I'm never going to use up all of my foundations. I might use up some brows. I might use up mascara. Things like that I can repurchase once I use it all up. But a lot of my like color makeup is just never, I need to declutter it, honestly, more than anything. But I don't want to bring in anything new unless I've run out of a whole category of products like shampoo, conditioner, things like that. I'm not allowed to buy books unless it's my book of the month. I'm keeping my book of the month subscription mostly because I think it will help me ease the sting of not purchasing fun things. So I love Book of the Month. I love new releases. I have quite a long list of anticipated releases this year. And while I know I work at a library, I know I can get them from the library. I also know that I just want to keep that like one book a month, and I'm fine with that. I'm comfortable bringing in, you know, one, maybe two books a month, because right now, and like for some people, that's a lot of books. That's like 12 to 24 books in a year. That's a lot. For me, I bring in like the last 6 months, I probably brought in over 100 books. That's what I want to curtail. I want to curtail my like random desire to get a bunch of different Book of the Month accounts so I can get a bunch of different books. I want to curtail my desire to go to secondhand bookstores and buy a bunch of books, or go to Books A Million, go on Amazon, things like that. I want to stop doing that. And I'm fine with Book of the Month, mostly because it's 15 bucks a month for a hardcover new release, and that I'm comfortable doing. So while this is not a perfect no-buy by any means, that is what I'm comfortable doing. I'm not allowed to spend money on clothes unless I go through my closet and realize something's worn out or I have a severe lack of something. That's it. And even then, the severe lack is going to have to be pretty severe for me to do it. I would have to like somehow go through all of my work pants, or all of my jeans, or all of my sweaters, or all of my dresses for me to be like, wow, I need to buy more, because I have a lot of stuff. Things wear out, things get old, things get overworn. If I notice, I can't even think of something right now because I just know that I have a bunch of new stuff that's not gonna get worn out anytime soon. But if for some reason, like if my running shoes completely get torn up or something, fine. But that will come later on. Or if it's like, okay, I have this very specific thing that I am doing and it requires a very specific piece of clothing, fine. I can think of no examples. I don't do much, especially not right now. So probably no clothes spending. And that's fine with me. I have so many clothes. I do. I have so many clothes. I will be doing a declutter shortly of my closet because I've run out of hangers, and that's not good because I had a lot of extra hangers when I moved here, so I don't know what happened. No home decor spending. This was something that really hurt me last year. I am a little Cancer. I love being at home. Even before lockdown, I spent a lot of time at home in my space. I just am the most comfortable there, and that's just where I like to be. Because of that, I like to make my home cozy and reflect me, so I spend money on doing that. When I first moved here, I spent a lot of money, like I said, on furniture, on decor, on just things to make it feel more me. And while I absolutely love my space now, I've also racked up some credit card debt because of that, which is not good. So I'm not allowed to buy home decor. This is different from like household spending. If, you know, I really need an item for something, fine, but I'm not just going to be buying it to buy it. Another aspect of this is not buying like appliances or kitchen tools or other useful home things that like I have this ideal of what it will be like. I have an Instant Pot I've literally never used because I had this idea that this would make me want to cook more. No, I got a HelloFresh subscription. That makes me want to cook more. I need to really stop buying things because I have this idea of what they will be. There are certain home purchases I made last year that I love. I bought a cordless Dyson vacuum, and I'm so happy that I did. It's amazing. It's incredible. I have a Roomba. My mother bought it for me. And while I love my Roomba, sometimes you really just need to get one spot and the Roomba wants to go in like circles. It's fine. Things like the Instant Pot and other things that I see at Home Goods and things that I'm like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. I should have that. You've lived this long without it, Elisa. You don't need it. Seasonal decor. I'm not letting myself buy new seasonal decor. I knew last year, even when I decided to do the no buy, that Christmas was going to be very difficult for me. I love Christmas, like a ridiculous amount. I love Christmas. And I knew that the second it hit October, probably September, I was gonna start thinking about decorating for Christmas. I was gonna start thinking about buying stuff for Christmas. I was gonna walk into Hobby Lobby and be like, I want all of it. And I didn't buy as much this year for sure, but mostly because I already had a shit ton. So I'm not letting myself buy anything Christmas related unless something is like genuinely broken. If I put my tree away this year and when I get it back out next November 1st, and it is broken, fine, I can get a new tree. I cannot, however, buy knickknacks and wall signs and throw pillows and literally everything that I bought last year. I love all of the Christmas stuff. I love it so much. It just brings me so much joy, but it's also just so much crap that's accumulating. I had such a time putting my Christmas stuff away this year because I don't have space for it anymore. And it's also so much money that I'm just wasting on seasonal decor when I already have tons. This goes along a lot in my book with beauty, but candles. I own something like 25 candles because I go to Bath & Body Works during Candle Day every December, whatever, and I buy a ton. And then throughout the year, I also buy more. And I have so many candles. I'm one person. I have maybe 2 rooms in the house that I will burn them, which is my bedroom and my bathroom, because I live with a roommate who has her own candles. So I don't need this many, and I don't need to buy any more, because that's my thing. Is even like this year, like that's my thing, is like this year I knew how many candles I had. I knew I had tons, and I still went to Candle Day and got like 9 more candles. It's not okay. Cleaning supplies before I run out of the other cleaning supplies. This is something that I didn't think I had a problem with, and I didn't have a problem with until COVID and until I moved into this new place. When I moved into this new place, it was September, and it was still really hard to find certain cleaning supplies in stores because of COVID. So when I would see something that looks like a good dupe for something that I would normally use, I would buy it. And for some reason now, I have so much cleaning supplies. Like I open underneath my bathroom sink and I'm like, what in the hell even is all this stuff? So I'm gonna cut down, I'm gonna use what I have, and I'm gonna stop buying anything until I use it all up. It's not even the stuff that I actually want. Like I haven't been able to find CLR, or Clean Freak has been iffy. And like some of my shower cleaner I haven't been able to find, but instead I just like buy other stuff. And I'm like, okay, you have a thing you're currently using at home. And I'm like, maybe this is better. I don't even want to let myself, if I see CLR in the store, I don't want to let myself buy it because I already have a million other things. So, cleaning supplies, no. Last up, from probably one of the hardest things for me, is I'm not letting myself get food alone or get coffee alone. I am not allowed to just decide to go get Starbucks. And the main reason this is because from November to December, I became addicted to Starbucks holiday drinks because they brought me joy and it felt like an event in the day. You know, like I was working from home, I wasn't going anywhere. I was like, okay, we're gonna go to Starbucks. We're gonna get out of the house, we're gonna go to Starbucks. Starbucks costs like $6 every time you go at least. For me, because I get venti holiday drinks. That's a lot of freaking money. I probably spent like $400 in 2 months on coffee. So no. If I go with a friend, fine. If I have points, which I have a ton of right now, fine, I can treat myself. But I can't actually spend money on it. If I have the points, I can go by myself. If I don't have points anymore, that's it. If my friend goes, hey, let's sit outside at a coffee shop or let's sit outside at Starbucks, fine, I will go. I'm not restricting myself on social things because Lord knows we haven't had a lot of social interaction, but I have social anxiety, so it is something that I have to force myself to do anyway. And if I decided I also wasn't going to spend money on social gatherings, I would never do them. I'm not allowed to get fast food. I'm not allowed on the few days I'm in branch at work right now for it to become lunchtime and me be like, you know what, I don't want what I brought. I want to go get a burger. No. You brought food. Eat the food you brought. I'm not allowed to get off work and be like, I don't feel like cooking, I'm just gonna order a pizza. No, you're not. No, you're not. I have spent so much money this past year and every other year of my life on takeout and coffee and just so much shit that it's just like, oh my God, girl, no wonder you gained weight. Have you seen what you eat? So no more of that unless I'm with a person. If someone invites me out to dinner, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm gonna go. If someone wants, I mean, you know, that's without COVID restriction, you know, it'll be different because of COVID, but I can do it if it's like with family, with friends, that's fine. I am not allowed to just go by myself and decide to get takeout or decide to get fast food. No. In January, I gave up caffeine completely, except for a couple sodas here or there, but mostly my goal was giving up Starbucks and Red Bull, and it's gone really well. So I'm hoping to not jump full on back into it, and this has helped a lot. Me not allowing myself Starbucks on the caffeine aspect of it has helped a lot with me not wanting to go spend my points at Starbucks either. So, oh, and that's the other thing. I have like a ton of like Chick-fil-A points. I am allowed, if I do have like a coupon for like free things, or I have points for certain restaurants where I could get free food. Right now, I can use that as like a treat, but those will run out fast. So I can't actually spend money. Like Starbucks, I can't spend money at the Starbucks. So those are all of my rules for my no-buy this year. I think I probably forgot something like stationery. I don't tend to spend a lot of money on stationery on a normal basis, but pretty much anything that you can think of that is frivolous, no. What's funny is literally yesterday my eyelash curler broke. It was looking bad. So I let myself buy a new one because I use that thing every single day. And I had given my backup one to my mom. So things like that, that's fine. Things that I could live without. I mean, I could live without the eyelash curler, but it is something I use every day. That broke. I was replacing something, that's fine. Anything else you can think of that is just like frivolous, I'm not letting myself do. I'm thinking about doing like quarterly check-ins on this just to keep myself accountable. And yes, please comment down below if you're doing a no-buy as well, or a low-buy, or just like a no-buy month. And let me know how it's going. Let me know your tips. I would love to hear them. But yes, that's all for today. Comment, like, subscribe, all the normal stuff, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Bye.